up, YouTube? It's P. Rod here, and I just want to talk to y'all today about privileges in the congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses. So, if you're familiar with JWs or have been a JW in the past, then you might know about having so-called privileges in the congregation. So, what are privileges? Well, basically, I kind of break it down real fast. How it goes is like once you study with Jehovah's Witnesses and you progress, and after a while you become baptized. And after you get baptized and everything like that, and you're attending the meetings and things like that, kind of doing what you're supposed to do, I guess. The elders in the congregation, they'll come to you after they see that you're making this so-called progress, which means, you're making your meetings, you're going out in field service, you're commenting, and things like that. So once they see you doing all this, basically they'll come to you and say, hey, we want to give you some privileges, and we want you to do this and that. And some of those things could be carrying the mics, working the sound, being an attendant, or working the platform, things like that. Now, these things that only a brother can do, a sister can't do these things, and we'll talk about that later in another video. I'll definitely get on that about how, these certain things that brothers or, males in the congregation can only do and sisters or women can't do. But, I'll get into all that in another video. But anyway, so having privileges basically in the congregation is basically looked upon as, the brother is doing really good at the hall. He's a good servant, excuse me, of Jehovah, or that's what they think. You see the ones in the congregation as well as the elders, they think that, or they determine that you're a good servant if you had these so-called privileges in the congregation, and if you don't have them, they wonder like, well, why he's not carrying a mic, or why he's not working the sound or the stage, or they think something is not right, like he's not doing good. Did he lose his privileges? Now I'm trying to see like what happened over the years, or just in general. It's like, why is privileges like viewed this way? Nowhere in the Bible does it say that doing this will guarantee you life, but that's the thinking of the Jehovah's Witnesses. They always want you to do more and more. And when you take a break or you feel overwhelmed with pretty much life and, things you're dealing with at home, they'll guilt trip you into doing more, saying like, well, time is almost up, or we're that much closer to the end, you really got to step it up now because the end is just so close, things like that. And they even put it in the magazine showing various examples of ones who feel overwhelmed at work or school or just life in general. And they'll have these little videos or articles in the magazine, and then at the end, it's always the same way. It's always, well, somehow they have made time in their schedule to, do these different things, to regular pioneer, and how they got so much joy out of doing this since they adjusted their schedule, and now they can balance all of these things and regular pioneer. So it's always the same, example, same experience, same video, that they've been showing through the years. So, to me, privilege is just another excuse to get you to do something around the hall, or the Jehovah's Witnesses hall. And it's kind of like free labor, so to speak. They give you these privileges and say, you should be proud of these privileges, so we want you to do this before the meeting, or do this during the meeting, and we want you to do this on the weekend, and things like that. So, I mean, in my eyes, it's kind of like free labor, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's just what I thought about these experiences. I mean, these privileges in the congregation. what do y'all think? Are you if you still attending the meetings? Do you have like privileges in the congregation? What is your experience with that? And if you don't attend the hall, like what is your view on having these so-called privileges, and or as I call it, free labor? So leave me a comment and let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel so y'all can keep in tune with me as I bring these videos and my thoughts from the platform directly to YouTube. So make sure y'all stay tuned in, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think. It's Pimo Ride. Peace.